Hey, welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0. Here, just getting ready to do some jumping. So just reminding myself how to do the movement, get the hips through. You can see there, it's getting more explosive. I'm going from my knees with my toes behind me now, flat, the top of my feet flat on the floor. That's the next progression in these jumps. Before I was keeping my toes down and using them to help spring up. So goal with all this jumping is just to get more explosive through my hips. The more power I can generate through my hips, the better my squat will be, the better my deadlift will be, the better my overall athletic performance will be. Not that I'm going to become a professional athlete closing in on 46, but hey, nothing wrong with being able to run faster and jump higher.
Not great, but better.
All right, so next up we're doing some banded hip thrusts. Gone up in weight a bit today and added a medium band to go along with the heavy band. So 163 pounds plus the two bands, using the axle bar so it's lighter than a regular barbell. Now the goal here for me, some of my show is not locking them out fully. Hip thrusts are a great exercise to do to lockout, to build that lockout strength, but I am strictly going for trying to build some speed and power here through hip extension. So after that, we're moving on to some banded deadlifts. Up from 132 pounds this week to 144 pounds. Same bands, I believe, as I had last week. Got the really heavy band and a medium band. And just doing sets of just 3 sets of 3. I'm going to cut back the volume a little bit on speed day. Body's feeling a bit beat up, so I'm just, instead of 5 sets of 3, doing 3 sets of 3. So that was set 1. This is set 3. And with these, just trying to, they're not looking insanely fast, but just trying to accelerate into lockout. And then on these ones, I'm definitely, I want to fight and lock them right out to force myself into full hip extension here on these. Then to finish off, doing some rack pulls. Gone up a weight again on these to 182 pounds. Got 3 bands, so I got a really heavy band, a medium heavy band, and then another medium heavy band. So there is a ton of band tension on these at the top. So with these, it makes the glutes work insanely hard. And then at the lockout too, your upper back, lats, traps, everything is working really hard in your upper back to lock these out. So really good for me, building out the top end strength of my deadlift. While at the same time continuing to build the glutes. I've worked really hard on my glutes. They've gotten a lot better, but there's still a bit of a weakness for me. So just trying to shore those up, turn those weaknesses into strengths. And then speaking of weaknesses, I quite often get a tight neck. So I bought this harness and been doing, we'll call them neck deadlifts. So 2 sets of 20 here, gone up from 15 pounds to 20 pounds this week. Next week, we'll just keep going a little bit heavier every week. Then to finish off, I did some cable high rows and some rear delt work. Just tried both versions, tried to get a really big stretch, get my upper back, scaps, everything moving up there. Scaps they're sore to the touch today, so that's good, worked them hard. Doing a ton of pressing, so we're just trying to even that work out. Just want to talk about the banded work. So the speed work, I feel like, is already paying off. This is my 3rd week total doing the speed work, and my back has been fatigued, but my my deadlifts this week felt the fastest they felt ever at 400 pounds, despite the fatigue. So I think all this work is paying off. We're moving in the right direction. Getting ready to crush an 1,100 plus pound total this spring and see how close we can get to 1,200 pounds, because that's the next goal after 1,100.